What's up, everybody? How's my Tauruses doing? Sun, Moon, Rising, 7th house, and Venus. I am Feather, and I'm going to welcome you to get feathered. We're going to do a reading for you. Of course, you may not resonate, and that's okay. We're going to see what comes through from Spirit for my Taurus collective. All right, let's do this. For Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, 7th house, and Venus. And cross watchers, of course, you may get a message as well. Taurus. I'm going to start all over because I just dropped all of it. Taurus is excited to get a reading from Feather. I'm excited about it too, Taurus. Let's do this gently. Gentle. Taurus, okay. I don't like this is all in a negative. Well, I understand why now. All right, Taurus, what else do we need to know about you? Tell me a story. Tell me a story, Taurus. Tell me a story. What's going on for my Taurus in August? Well, I do like this improvement. What's a little deeper? Little deeper. All right, so, all right, boos. You're doing some deep healing. You're definitely manifesting, and you're doing some deep healing. Some of you are manifesting a soulmate. Some of you are manifesting a twin flame. Some of you are dealing with one. Let's see what's an overall for my Taurus. Okay, an ending and silence. All right, so for those of you that are dealing with twin flame or a very deep soulmate, there could have been a breakup. There may be a breakup. There's some sort of silence. There's also a very spiritual lesson that is being needed to learn. You need to learn. There is a motherfucker. There is a spiritual lesson. There is a lesson that needs to be learned in August. Golly, that was hard to get through. I do see something beautiful at the bottom of the deck, and that is love. You got a love cup coming in here. Okay. I'm going to keep this at the bottom of the deck because that is something to hold on to right there. Okay. So let's look a little bit deeper, shall we? Taurus, some of you could be dealing with a Leo, a Pisces, a Scorpio, and anybody else. Those are the strongest. Now, what I'm going to say here is you could have been dealing with a twin flame or a soulmate, and this was a very deep connection, of course. There could have been a lot of this could have been somebody that was very, I don't want to say the word narcissistic. I don't like saying that. But a lot of times the King of Swords in reverse is, and the King of Pentacles in reverse, you could be dealing with one or two people. You got a lot of players on the field here. Jesus. You got the King of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. Holy shit, how many players you got out here? Okay, there's a lesson that needs to be learned here. Let's learn it. You are in the process of carrying some pain and some heartache. Some of you may be going through a divorce, or you had a long-term relationship end. Now, I'm not going to say this is something that I'm saying this is something that you could have been carrying with you for a while, because this is a soul lesson here. When we are pulling in or attracting our twin flames or our soulmates, there's typically lessons that need to be learned. Okay? And when the Tower is here, it means that there is something that needs to be learned. First of all, this is the universe pulling down the Tower. But your intuition is very important here, and it's almost as if I want to say that you're being guided to tear down the Tower. There is something that you need to learn here. Okay? And you may be you may have gone through a breakup, you may be going through a breakup, and there may be silence between you and another person, but that's kind of how some of these situations play out. But I feel like this is for you on a spiritual sense, that things don't work out for you or haven't worked out for you because of pain that you carry. You know, this pain could have been because something didn't work out in the past. It could have been because you were impatient. It could have been because you said things that were really harsh and brutal, ruthless almost. Stubbornness. Now, this could be you dealing with people that are like this, and it's caused a lot of pain. And I see a shift happening, or the shift is right here in the center. The heart of the matter is on an emotional level. It's almost as if you dove deep into the emotional abyss, and here's where you sit in the emotional abyss, and the clarity that has to happen, or the new perspective that needs to be gained, is what's right here. This is the lesson that needs to be learned. The perspective. What is the new perspective? What is it that you need to see clearly out of all this pain, this stuff that you have carried, or this heartache that you carry? I'm going to leave this right here, okay, because that is something to work towards. That is beautiful, all right? So tell me what this heartache is involving. Why is this heartache here for my Tauruses? Okay, because there is is there a need for stability in your life? Do you feel like you need to be nurtured? Do you feel like you nurture relationships? Is there somebody that you're holding on to, a relationship that you're holding on to, that kind of thing? Because we have the King and Queen of Pentacles out here. One's reversed, one's not. Now, this could be somebody that you're holding on to. This could be a need for self-love, self-worth. Clarify this Queen of Pentacles for this heartache. Why is this Queen of Pentacles here for this heartache? It could be a spouse. Okay. We have a Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay. So the Queen of Cups, so there could be two people here. There's so many people on this playing field. What the fuck? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My God. Okay. There's a lesson that needs to be learned here, Taurus. There's a lot of players on this field, and I don't feel they're all you. So let's run through this. God. There's the magical magician in reverse. Okay. So I'm going to tell you, in regards to your happily ever after, it is possible. You are in the process of manifesting it. It is definitely something that is there for you. But in order to have it, you have to heal yourself on a level that, like, you need self-awareness here. The self-awareness is that you're doing something that continually causes heartache with everybody that you get with. And either you are not manifesting correctly, or you are lying and manipulating. Oh, I hope you're not a liar or a manipulator, or they are lying and manipulating you. Whatever it may be, something needs to heal here. Oh, I about lost the whole deck. Whew. Now, let's focus on why you continually draw in, you could be being very stubborn and very negative and very ruthless because you lack courage to overcome something here. But I want to know what this perspective that is needed. What is it that is needed for you to learn? So why the hell are there so many people here? Why there are so many people involved in this heartache for you? What does this Hanged Man want to tell us? What is needed to be gained? What is the perspective that needs to be gained? That was in the reverse again. That's in the reverse again. So underneath it all, you could be dealing with a spouse, a child, children, a spouse, a mother figure. There's so many things here. There's a spouse, there's a child, there's another child or a younger person. There's another spouse or a mother figure. God in heaven, there's so much going on here in this Taurus. What in the world, universe? Help me out, Jeff. Help me get through this. Underneath it all is you've got a fear of rejection, or you either miss golden opportunities. You either miss opportunities, or you feel rejected by every damn body in your life. It's almost like every person you meet causes you pain. And you feel rejected by life or love. Like it's just out of your reach. You're dissatisfied with it. Well, guess what happens when you manifest from a place of lack like that? That is a very negative place to be manifesting from. So what the universe is saying here is you need to realize that you're negatively manifesting lack. You're negatively manifesting here. You're either not manifesting, or you're negatively manifesting repetitive cycles that end. People that do not see face to face or eye to eye with you, not being on the same page. You're not following your intuition in regards to your negative manifestations, or how you manipulate situations or try to manipulate relationships, which turns out in a negative sense, a negative way. Good God. I hope that I'm not dealing with a master manipulator here, or a liar. Oh, God. Because this is the manipulator. The King of Swords is a manipulator. Now, if this is not you, flip the script. Does it sound like the person you're dealing with? And if it does not, then it is not your reading. Okay? But the perspective that you need to gain is you need to listen to your intuition. You need to tap into your higher self, and you need to listen to your intuition, because this is what's going to bring down the tower. This is what's going to activate a massive change in your life. What is that massive change in your life? Well, I see a funnel here. Okay? And the funnel is showing me the same thing. That you have been hurt over and over and over and over again by love, or a soulmate, or relationships in general. And nothing gets off the ground, or nothing works out. And it's almost like it's a fucking pity party, or a woe is me. And I don't like this kind of energy. This negative energy is, yeah, you could be going through some sort of depression. You could be suffering some sort of mental illness. Please take the proper steps necessary to seek medical advice and medical care and mental health care if you feel that is you. Okay? And it is not something to play with, but it could definitely cause problems in relationships. Okay? It can definitely cause problems. Now, you have an opportunity for stability and love moving forward. There is love here. But I want to remind you that you need to address whatever this is that is going on for you. And some of you may not want to believe it. Some of you may not want to see it. But there is something that you are doing that causes all the destruction and all the negativity in your relationships and in your life. And I'm going to remind you this. The law of attraction says what you think about, you bring about. So what fears do you have? What thoughts do you have about the past or about relationships, about love? And remember, if you have got this underneath it all, where you feel rejected by everybody in your life, mother, father, family, friends, wife, husband, everybody, if you feel rejected as a baseline, well, what vibration are you putting out? So what do you think is going to happen to you based on the law of attraction? You're going to attract people that are going to do exactly what you feel, reject you. Which is going to send you right back into this negative cycle yet again, which is going to cause you pain and heartache, and it's not going to manifest. So there is something that you need to learn here. And I think that some of you may need to seek mental health professional care. Okay? I'm talking about you may just need to talk to somebody about a therapist or a counselor or a psychologist or something to help you. Now, I'm not saying everybody, but I'm saying somebody here, at least 1% of you, need to seek out professional medical care, mental health care, because this is something that is repetitive. It is something that continually happens. There's so many people on this board. And underneath it all, in the future, you've got love and an abundance of love, but you have to be able to see it. You have to be able to see it. Some of you may be dealing with a twin flame or a soulmate. Some of you are dealing with a lot of people. And I hope to God you're not trying to manifest or manipulate each and every one of these people because you were burned in the past by somebody. Because that's not healthy at all. That's not going to get you what you want. You're going to keep ruining relationships like that. Beautiful, soulful relationships. Because that's what you're calling. That's what you're calling in. They're very powerful. But you have to be careful what you're doing with your power. Soulmate, what did I say? Yes, this is your soulmate. So you're dealing with soulmates. And yes, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek, but which fucking one is it? Reconciliation is possible here from somebody from your past. That could be a soul bond, a soul connection. That can also be somebody in this that you've been with before. But this has to happen. This lesson has to be learned. You have to see this, or this epiphany has to be figured out. What lesson is there in this for you, Taurus? There is new love here for you. Yeah, it's possible that it's a twin flame or a soulmate. But I see already perfect matches and twin flame soulmates and very high-powered energy all over this. But it's almost as if you're digressing here. It's you go, there's kings up here and queens, and then in the current energy, there's knights. And it's almost as if, God, man, it's very negative, very negative. And if you keep going through these cycles, this is not for everybody, but if you keep going through cycles like this, you're just going to give up on love altogether when there is a beautiful love right here. It's about expressing love healthfully, naturally, and going slow and seeing this occurrence or seeing this thing that keeps happening. You're very powerful and you're calling in a soulmate, which is beautiful. But underneath it all, remember, you are somebody in this. And I feel like this maybe is my Taurus, that you feel rejected by everybody in your fucking life. And as long as you keep manifesting from that energy, you're going to keep being rejected. You're never going to be on the same page. You're never going to have that soulful love that you truly desire and that you truly are manifesting. There's always going to be something that happens in a connection that fucks shit up until you can see that and grow from it. Them's the words, them's the messages. I'm Feather. Check out my description box below. Until next time, namaste.